Hey, welcome back to the Positive Side Podcast. Glad you're tuning in. The host, Jeremy Todd. It's been a little bit again. I apologize, but got to get back at it, right? I mean, we're never going to get this thing up. And for all the people out there that want me to get this up, is not going to happen. Too stubborn and too excited about the future of with not only you, with me, and hey, where the show's going. We're changing lives all over the world. And I've gotten so many messages lately that have just completely blown my mind. And I'm going to try and find one here in just a second. But while I'm searching, I should have been more prepared. Have you gone over to the Positive Side Podcast and like the page on Facebook? I mean, if you haven't, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but holla at your boy and go over there and check that bad boy out. Also, if you can, make sure you follow me on YouTube. I got 212 followers, which if you've been following me for a while, you know that this is it's a good thing because I'm trying to get to 1,000 by July of last year and it didn't happen, but that's okay. But the show is more important than just the followers, because the 1 and 2 people that are changing their life, that's really where it's at. Let's get into this message that I received. Hello, Jeremy. I came across your podcast a few weeks ago while feeling defeated by life once again, and I just wanted to say thank you. I've managed to overcome a life filled with every abuse you can imagine. Children should never endure such things. At 14, I planned my last day on this earth and departure as I begged God to forgive me. My mother married for a second time to an evil human whom I believe is just a demon in the body of a human. He belonged to the Mexican cartel, but made sure to hide it and kept her prisoner of his way of loving her. Life has been everything but easy, and all I can say is I'm grateful that I was chosen spirit for this journey and that God came to my rescue as I sat there dying. I'm grateful for my pain because it is the door into success as long as I keep fighting. Well, that's a great point there, isn't it, man? So thank you for your show and keep being you sincerely, a mother to 4 and a serious sucker for love, because I believe with all my heart that love heals all. Until next time, stay well. You know what? So when you think about quitting this podcast, obviously there's no possible way, and I appreciate the kind words because this podcast is changing lives, and what I want is to share messages like that to help change other lives in this world where there's so much depression and anxiety and suicides and over OD, and man, it's just a really difficult place with everybody fighting. This is meant to be a place where you can come and hear the insights from where I'm coming from and what's going on in my life, just to kind of relate, because, I struggle a lot. I go through some tough times and there's some opportunity there. But one thing that's consistent, and I can't say this enough, is no matter what happens, I never give up. There is no quit in this dog for sure. And that's the message I really want to pass on to you, that you should never give up no matter what. No matter how bad things seem, no matter how stuck you think you are, never give up for those goals and dreams. In my life right now, if you, for the first time listeners, I've accepted the position as a general manager of a dealership here in Fort Wayne. And, it's one of those things that I talk about, taking your hand off the steering wheel and just allow life to take its course. Now, within this journey, I've met some amazing people. I've been pushed and stressed to the max that I've never been pushed before. I'm learning more than I've ever learned before, yet I still wonder what's going to happen in my future. It's funny when you set these big goals out, like I have on my whiteboard. I think I mentioned this even in the last show, that I put on there what, I want to be a GM within 2 years, but if not 2 years, what happens then? Where does my life go? And I got this GM position in 2 weeks. So now my question now is, what's next? Am I comfortable where I'm at? I mean, obviously I'm uncomfortable, but am I happy with where I'm at? Am I satisfied with this level? What does this mean? I don't know what it means, to be honest. And I struggle with this thought. I think about it a lot. Like, okay. And it's interesting because I'm staying so busy. It doesn't allow me to give any time to actually hit the brakes and take that 5,000 foot view, which I talk about all the time. And I've been thinking about the last couple of days. What does this mean for my life? What direction am I going? What does this mean for the future? And I don't know. I don't know what this means. And that's okay. I mean, I know that's okay, but it's just very bizarre. Like, I don't know. Usually I've got these bigger goals. I'm always planning and I want to do this and do that. And right now I've got nothing. I hit that level. So what does that mean in my life? Do I just sit back? And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's just kind of being present with the position that I have and just working my ass off and just doing the things that I know how to do. Treat people right, be authentic, be real, help people get to their goals and dreams. And I guess at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, right? But where does this go? And I think you should ask yourself that too. No matter where you are in your life, ask yourself, what's next? You may have a plan, and I would encourage you to take major action, because if you don't take action, obviously we know 1 year turns to another year turns into another year, and then goes on. And all of a sudden you look back 5-10 years from now and you're in the exact same spot. And that's a shitty way to live life. But if you've made that choice to make that big leap, the question is now, what's next? And as we experience this through this journey, and I believe, again, it's like I'm driving down a road in the fog. Now I know there's a light up there ahead, but I have no idea what it is. Don't know if it's an oncoming train. I hope not. But I also think it's another opportunity. But I've got to continue to go down this road to get through the fog to see what's coming my way. And that's okay, right? And I think that's important to share that message also. You don't have to have it figured out all the damn time. Sometimes it's good to continue to go, continue to be the person you are, and allow life to happen. Because if you do the things that I talk about in the show all the time, you work hard, you be the person that you know you are, you're authentic, you're real. That's the type of people society needs, and allows God, the universe, Allah, Buddha, whoever that you look towards for answers. It allows that entity or person to open the doors that you deserve. And like I said, you deserve all those opportunities. But we got to continue to go and keep that open mind, that authentic self, and make sure we're looking for opportunities. Be open to the opportunities. Have our arms open to welcome the new additions that are going to happen in our life. Because if we're not ready for them, if we're not looking, we'll continue to go down this road. We'll never get off, and we'll be in the exact same position we are year after year. So I would just encourage you. I guess no real message. I guess there's a message. Message is there's no message, right? Sometimes we just got to dig down deep and continue to fight forward and do the things that we know in this life that are going to make us successful. Be a good person, work hard, be authentic, be real, not only to others, but to yourself, and allow the greatness to happen. I don't know if that makes any sense in this episode. I've got Donnie Tuttle coming on tomorrow, which, boy, oh boy, you know Donnie Tuttle. He's had some changes in his life, and we're going to put him on Front Street tomorrow on the show, and I cannot wait to talk to him about this. He had a death of a friend that happened, and we're going to get into that and what it meant to him and how he's coping and how he's processing what happened in his life. And if you know Donnie Tuttle, he's been on the show 4 or 5 times. You know that episode's going to be Money in the Bank, and Sugar Rose. I still got that episode. I can't for the life of me to figure out how the hell to get on YouTube. So I've got more emails sent out. I'm not done on that episode. You'll get that too. But Donnie Tuttle will be out probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be out Thursday. And I'm jacked to have Donnie Tuttle on the show. Run over to iTunes, leave those 5-star reviews, allows other people to find the show. I say in every single episode, mean it from the bottom of my heart, you've got greatness within. Like always, this is The Positive Side.